You're watching Screenscope Reviews, and today's update on Heartstopper isn't about shock renewals or last-minute drama. It's about something television rarely chooses. Restraint. For 4 months, fans refreshed their feeds waiting for one headline. Season 4 confirmed. Another chapter. Another year at Trueham. But the silence wasn't hesitation. It was design. Because Heartstopper was never meant to run forever. It was built to feel honest. After Season 3, the story didn't end in chaos. It settled into something quieter. Nick stood on the edge of adulthood, university looming like a horizon he can't ignore. Charlie stood stronger than ever, still healing, still learning that happiness doesn't have to be temporary. Their relationship no longer felt fragile. It felt real. And that's usually where shows manufacture chaos, distance, betrayal, artificial storms to keep the engine running. Heartstopper chose something braver. It chose to end. Netflix has officially confirmed the story will conclude with a feature film titled Heartstopper Forever. Not a stretched-out final season. Not a fragmented goodbye. A single, deliberate closing chapter. And what makes this decision resonate isn't just format, it's authorship. Kit Connor and Joe Locke aren't just returning to star. They're executive producing. They're helping guide the ending of a story they grew up inside. And Alice Oseman, who began this journey with hand-drawn panels and quiet dialogue bubbles, is writing the ending herself. That continuity matters. Because when the same voice that opened the door chooses when to close it, the ending doesn't feel imposed. It feels earned. Filming has already wrapped. And the cast marked the moment not with spectacle, but with gratitude, reflection, and completion. That tone mirrors the show itself. Intimate. Intentional. Sincere. The film is officially slated for 2026, not rushed, not buried between franchises, but positioned as something to sit with. Narratively, Heartstopper Forever begins where Season 3 left off. The thrill of first love has matured into something steadier. Nick faces the reality of leaving home. Charlie continues learning how to hold joy without bracing for loss. The question is no longer, will they choose each other? It's, can they grow and still stay? Distance tests relationships differently than secrecy ever did. Growth introduces friction innocence never had to face. The film shifts from discovery to endurance. From butterflies to decisions. What happens when the future stops being hypothetical and starts arriving? The series began with glances in hallways and trembling courage. It ends with a film. Giving the story shape. A beginning. A middle. And a final breath. No cliffhangers. No sequel bait. Just closure. And in a television landscape built on endless continuation. That choice is radical. Because sometimes, the most powerful thing a story can do isn't escalate. It's conclude.